This is Dr. Jolly. Hello, everybody. We want to give you today some information about the Black Bolay, the mafia, the gatekeepers who are running the industry. But before we give you all that information about that black mafia, we're going to talk about Wendy Williams a little bit. Hello, Wendy Williams. We want to give a shout out to you. We want to say that God loves you and that God has not forsaken you. Anybody out there that knows Wendy Williams or knows how to get in touch with her, please let her know that the Food Prophet has been trying for over 2.5 years to reach Wendy Williams. That's correct. The Food Prophet, our church ministry, Feed God's Sheep Missionary Church, we paid a publicist 2.5 years ago named Cassandra Wilson, a Beverly Hills publicist company called WET Publishing in Beverly Hills. We gave this lady several $1,000s to introduce us to you so that we could help you free, Wendy. God told me that we could help you from head to toe. God would deliver your body with all of these blessings in abundance and to help you free. This publicist, Cassandra Wilson, took our money, never gave us anything, never really replied that much about helping you, and she didn't, not even give us a dime. So if anybody knows where Wendy is, please let her know that this church ministry has been reaching out hand and foot to help Wendy Williams, okay? And some people go, well, how could the Food Prophet help her? Well, guess what? I was there for Princess Bobby Christina. She woke up from a coma in my hands. I was there for Earl DMX. That king, he woke up from a coma in my hands also. I've helped many, many rich, wealthy people, and I've helped thousands and thousands of poor people, California, all over America, all over the world, thousands of poor people. So please let Wendy know that God is ready. God is waiting. God said not, could you be healed, but would you be healed? And God's servant is waiting for you, Wendy. We don't want any money from you. This is a deliverance from God. When God calls and appoints me to do something, I must do it. So I'm reaching out again. So we're going to start talking about that other topic, the Black Bolay. Okay, everybody, it's time for everybody to start learning about these secret societies. These secret society, the Black Bolay. Look up these different titles, ladies and gentlemen. People don't know this, but I was driving limousines for over 35 years in Southern California, Beverly Hills. I was one of the top limo drivers in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills, Hollywood, California. I was a regular driver for Prince. I was the regular driver for Babyface, regular for Lucille Ball. There were quite a few people I drove, Mariah Carey and Tommy Mottola. Many, many record company presidents. I could tell you about this black mafia and all about these secret societies, because these black rich people would get in my car and I would just go, you stink, and their heads would be so high in the sky with all the money. I'm talking about James Earl Jones, LeVar Burton. A lot of these people, they stink and they don't even like black people. This is shocking, but they don't even like black people in true life, a lot of these people. They have this thing called beards in Hollywood. When I first started driving, and I was about 21 years old, in Hollywood, you really couldn't drive, but I got past that because some rich people got me through. You had to be 25 to start driving. I started driving at 21 years old. The first thing I learned in Hollywood, these people weren't about women and young girls. They were really about young boys, and they call them tenders. They're all about having sex with young boys under the age of 12. That's what it was all about, young boys in Hollywood. And I would say this, at least 60% of the Hollywood people were women who married men, and they were not lovers of men. They didn't even like men. They call them beards. They marry so that people don't think about them and think that they're in a family light, a great person. And men doing the same thing. Most of the best looking men in Hollywood don't like women at all. When I say they don't like them not even a little bit. okay? And they have beards. They have women that are their wives, and they have children by them, and people think that they're family men. This Hollywood stuff is all satanic. People got my cars as a limo driver. They asked me to do some of the craziest things you would ever begin. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was a young limo driver, it kicked way back. I remember some of the first black mafia people that were putting everybody in position. This one particular mafia guy I drove, he gave, Quincy Jones. He put him in his position. Over there, Barry Gordy at Motown, he gave him his position. Some of these guys just took people and grabbed them and snatched them and threw them into position. Some of the people ready for the position, some were not. I drove everybody. Tommy Mottola, Mariah Carey. I was Prince's regular driver. I drove many people. Lucille Ball, George Burns, Bob Hope. I was driver for Ice-T. If anybody sees T out there, tell them I'm here. If anybody see Jim Carrey over there from Saturday Night Live, tell them I'm over here. Give me a call, y'all. There's a lot of people. Once again, Prince, Babyface, Mariah Carey, Ice-T, Tyrese. Anybody knows Tyrese? Tell him I drove him the first day he came here. What was that? Leonardo DiCaprio drove him his first day. Madonna, I was her driver when she first got here. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this Hollywood game. I drove the Princess of Sultana from Brunei. I drove the Princess from Medina. I drove all the royal family from King Fahad's family, Prince Bandar Abdulaziz. You guys remember that movie Coming to America? That was my real life. I drove a prince from Africa, from Cameroon, and that was my real life story. When y'all saw that movie, that was my real life. That's right. All of these people have been in my car. We know quite a few people, and this is a satanic ring. From the limo driver who knows Hollywood better than anybody, I could write a book about Hollywood. Please study these sites here, because these YouTube sites will give you more information. God bless you. God keep you. I had to give you this information about this, satanic music business, because I work for God. And so many of God's children have their children out there. Your young sons and daughters, they're looking for crafts. They want to be in the entertainment business. They want to be in the sports business. They want to be in the political business. They want to be in, the Olympic sports. All of these businesses are controlled by, once again, the black boule on one hand, and on the other hand for the white people, it's called the Bohemian Grove. That's where all these people came from, all the milk cartons. All these missing children on the milk cartons, they went to the Bohemian Grove. All these missing children on the milk carton, these black babies, they went to, you're looking at it right here, the Boule. This is a seance thing. They do seances with bodies. They do seances with animal rituals. They do all kind of crazy crap. Y'all look this up. This ain't no joke. This is who the gatekeepers really are. Started off with Quincy Jones. He was gatekeeper for a long time. Then it went to LL Cool J. LL Cool J was pretty cool, to be honest with you. I liked him. I liked what he was doing, what he was putting together, even though it was white control. He had it for a while. Then it went from LL Cool J to Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Really to Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett was the beard. Then after that, they had it maybe 10, 15 years, and then it went on to Jay-Z. Jay-Z, they kind of pretty much, how people say in the business, they made him get married to Beyonce. He is the one. Puff Daddy is his closest friend, but they kind of neck and neck do the same thing, but Jay-Z is the real head in that Boule group, not Puff Daddy. People got to know this, but Puff Daddy came up with more money, doing more stuff, and he was starting to outshine Jay-Z. That's what this is all about. Y'all got to know, from the limo driver back in those days, they called me Mr. Star back in those days, okay? Love you guys. I want y'all to know the truth, because you got sons and daughters out there, and we want them safe. This is all a satanic business, Hollywood. 95%. Only 5% of the entertainers and people get through without having to get involved with Satan.